You sat across the table, and your eyes and my eyes were, I can't find a word. Is there a single word that describes two people who see perfectly and are at the same time blinded? Our eyes were smiling into one another's, and we were smiling, and everyone near us was smiling. Never, never could I attempt to describe the perfect smiles of that night. We were alone at that table in the physical sense only, for our joy in our aloneness joined us to everyone in that place, and I do believe we made joy a presence there. We had steak with an extra portion of mushrooms, which seemed very indulgent at the time and made us laugh. As we ate, I became merged with you, and things were never the same again. Never so cold, never so isolated. Just a part of a presence that was wrapped around me like cotton wool, excluding everything that was past and lulling me into thinking things would always be that way. When you are loved and warm, and the food is good, and the wine is cool, our mouths swollen with kisses, always is the only thought in your mind, in mine anyway, always, only this, always. I see the table that joined us, the candle and the fire that lit us, the glass of dark coffee, thick textured, with cool cream, with bitterness and heat laced through it, hot and cool, thick and thin, alternating on my lip and tongue. Your eyes were brown and kind as the sun. I loved you first on that night of coffee and mushrooms. I loved you more than anyone ever loved anyone. 19 years later, there's another table, a room full of antiques and evening dress, a Christmas tree, a jazz band, huge bowls of frosted leaves on rich dark wood. In every detail, a night dressed to be special. I'm not young anymore, and I'm not alone at that table, although you are not with me. Upstairs is a room and champagne, and if the mood here isn't joyful, neither is it sad. And so I reach across the tabletop, reach out to him. I see it clearly in my head, trying to touch him. My hand trying to touch him, searching for the love you taught me. The room is full, but there's no connection for me here. The eyes across the table are looking at these others in their party hats and never pause to share a smile that knows and understands and feels so enormously much and promises to share and take and give and can laugh and at the same time be so tender. The table is between us, and his eyes are on the room, and you, my darling, are no longer here. And I cry as I write and wonder if you came to teach me to love so very dearly, why you went away and left me, not alone, but at a table for two, with two people sitting, two people who seem happy and talk about love, but whose eyes can never meet.